Good morning. It is great to see those of you who are here with all this beautiful moisture we're having, making up for last year and now this year. And I know we have a lot of people who looked out the door this morning and said, there's the couch, there's the coffee, and I can do this on TV. So anyway, for all of you here and there, we welcome you to the unity of Mesa, where we enlighten, empower, and energize one another to uplift our world through a greater expression of God. My name is Floyd Land, and today I'm joined by Kenya Cribb, our board member of the day, and by Cerise Patron, our musician, our guest speaker, and everything else. We all know Cerise as singer and songwriter. But what I didn't know until today is that she's also a motivational speaker. She's currently in ministerial school at Emerson Theological Institute. And I also found out today she's also doing classes at Rio Salado. So she's got 2 semesters here and 2 semesters there. And she has a wonderful family and husband. And she also organizes, sings, and guides 10-day spiritual healing retreats in South America and Machu Picchu. Cerise's desire, and we all know this, is to spread love and empowerment to everyone she meets, as long as she continues to have breath in her body. And by the way, after the service, Cerise has some CDs back on the table that you might enjoy. Our affirmation for today: today I remember who and whose I am. Let's say that together. Today I remember who and whose I am. This Sunday we're going to be discussing finding and connecting with the Lord of our being. Prepare to experience a powerful journey today as we remember who we really are and find new ways of looking at life all around us and deep within us. I invite you now to join me in prayer as we enter into this time together, turning our awareness to spirit. As we close our eyes and take some deep breaths, we center ourselves and bring our attention to this present moment. Breathing in, we allow the light within us, spirit expressing in us, through us, and as us, to fill each and every cell of our body temple, letting our light radiate within and without. In the awareness of this light, we claim our divine wholeness, our divine wisdom, and our divine good. We claim it not only for ourselves, but for those on our prayer list, for those seeking healing of mind, of heart, and body, healing of relationships, situations, and challenges. We hold the wildfire firefighters in our prayers for safety and guidance, those affected by floods, drought, and discord at home and abroad. And we celebrate our diversity and each other's uniqueness, and we affirm everyone's right to equal access of God's good. We keep our attention on the one source: God, Spirit, divine energy, creative force, within us and enfolding all, as we give thanks, affirming and expressing the truth. And so it is.
Today is our day for no more worries, no more doubts. Today's my day for a miracle. I'm gonna get up, dance and shout. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's the day. the Lord has made. This is my day. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle. Accepting only the best for me. Today's my day for a miracle. I'm living my life full and free. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's the day the Lord has made. This is my day. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle. Accepting only the best for me. Today's my day for a miracle. I'm living my life full and free. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's the day the Lord has made. This is my day. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle.
Thank you, Cerise. And now for a few announcements. And Lori just reminded me, and I apologize, that talking with a mic with your hands doesn't work together. So I got to teach an old dog new tricks here, so I'll keep this hand quiet if I can. Anyway, our announcements. Help the vulnerable during the triple-digit heat by donating water. Both the cities of Mesa and Gilbert are collecting bottled water. Please don't bring those to the church. Instead, visit our community outreach page to find the long list of convenient drop-off locations around the city. Secondly, if you are a Gen Xer and would like to participate in the Gen X generational service on August 22nd, I believe that's right, yes, please contact Reverend Judy. And thirdly, and very important, we have a new class coming in August called Finding Purpose and Patterns. This interactive course was developed by our beloved Mark Fisk, and it will help you evaluate the areas in your life where you're experiencing levels of satisfaction and identify the hidden patterns that are holding you back, keeping you from achieving your purpose and experience greater satisfaction in all areas of your life. Registration is open in the bookstore and online. Find all the announcement information on our Things for You to Know button at unityofmesa.org. So thank you all for sharing your love and light with us this morning. Please know that your soul is welcome here. And now let's share our guiding statement to remind us of why we come together. We are here to experience more of the fullness of who we truly are, to transform the world. And now as we move into our time of meditation, I'm going to be reading from the Unity Daily Word, adapted by Paul Hasselbeck. My life's journey begins and ends with divinity. I feel excitement at the beginning of a journey, thinking about adventures and beautiful sights and the fascinating people I will find along the way. Even as I look forward to reaching my destination, I remain alert and open to the adventures and insights that await. I am learning that even the most ordinary day can become an opportunity to realize the divine is always present in its entirety, everywhere at the same time. There is no absence of omnipresence. I would ask now that you find a position that is comfortable for you. Just move into a relaxed state and frame of mind. Gently close your eyes. Relax your body. And place your hands in your lap, palms facing upward in a receiving position. Now let's concentrate on our breathing. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it, and exhale through your mouth. Let's do that together a few times. Noticing how each breath goes deeper into your heart space and beyond. Begin feeling the very presence and power of Spirit right here and right now. The feeling and knowing that we can be our best. And as you're in a receiving space, and before we go into the silence, I would like to read a poem taken from the book, 1 Degree South of God. Lord of your being, where might you witness the Lord of your being? Watching a sunset over the water? Writing a poem that moves your soul? Creating a painting that pleases you? Or complete knowing? Affirm it. Affirm it often. Give yourself, the Lord of your being, kindness and warmth. Give it to yourself, and you'll not need it from others. Trust the Lord of your being. And now, as it is comfortable for you, gently open your eyes and slowly bring your awareness back to this space. And as you go forward in this day and into the week, remember who and whose I am. And so it is.
get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving into the deepest kind of love, into the sweetest kind of life. So get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, and every dream I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to my new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, into the sweetest kind of life. So get ready, my soul. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Oh, get ready, my soul. 'Cause I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, and I choose the sweetest kind of life. So get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Yeah. Get ready, my soul. Good morning. We just breathe into this space of our soul going deeper and getting ready for something amazing, a miracle. Today we are remembering the Lord of our being. What a powerful reminder, especially for those of us who have been doing this for a long time. We're like, oh, yeah. But in our humanness, it is so easy to forget in moments when there is fear, or there is stress, or there is traffic, or there is life, right, happening, the storms constantly raging. It feels like sometimes our boat never stops rocking, right? Especially this last 18 months. This is new. It's not great, right? I don't think anybody got through the last 18 months and went, well, that was amazing. I want to do that again. And for most of us, it's still not over. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty. The whole world is dealing with stuff, right? And so in those moments, when it's sometimes the whole world, the storm is affecting everyone, right? And sometimes it's just our own life. When the storm is hitting our checkbook, or we get an unexpected bill, or we get sick, or a family member gets sick, those times when it feels like the storm doesn't let up. And we do our affirmations, and we do our meditations, and we do our prayers, and sometimes, and I am saying this because I'm absolutely guilty of it, we're still terrified. Sometimes we are crying out to God, why have you forsaken me? What is this? Right? And we're like, oh, wait, no, I know the truth. This is me talking to myself. Cerise, you know the truth. The truth is that God is all there is, and there is a power in the universe, and you can use it. And then I go, oh, no, but it doesn't look good. It's scary. And the last 18 months have been its own level of scary. And we have all been in our own boats in the same storm, weathering it in different ways. And things are starting to get better, and there is hope. And some of us still have some PTSD because nobody knows what's going to happen next, right? All this uncertainty. So this is where we have this powerful call to go back to the truth, to remember who we are, to remember whose we are, to remember the Lord of our being, and to stand in that power when the earth shakes, or when the boat rocks and the storm cries and screams and whips its wind, and we stand going, no, I know who and whose I am. And sometimes we have to find that again. We have to re-find it, because sometimes the storm has been going on for so long we forget. Because we are spiritual beings and we are having a human experience. And the human experience is that. It's the forgetting so that we can remember. And so today I am calling for us to remember who we are. I was in a meditation recently, and I was in some fear. I'm going to be honest. I'm starting to plan my trips to Peru again, my guided tours, these sacred spiritual experiences, and they were postponed for a very long time. And now we've got some on the books for the end of this year, and things are moving forward. And I have PTSD. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how this is going to work out and what's going to happen. And when, humanness. So I was in a meditation and I was feeling this stuff come up, and I'm like, God, okay, what do I do with this? Can I give it to you? Because I can't do it, right? And I heard the words come out of my mouth. Has God changed? And I went, no, of course not. But no, Cerise, I said to myself. Has God changed? Has the nature of the universe shifted since the pandemic started? Has all truth that we knew before ceased to exist? Has God gone into a cave and decided that there is no love left to give? No. None of that has happened. None of it is true. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, no matter what the storm looks like, no matter what the pandemic looks like, no matter what your finances look like. So if God hasn't changed, if God is the same, and truth is still the highest and best, and love is still the most powerful energy in the universe that connects us all to each other, to ourselves, and to the universe, why am I afraid? What is there to fear in that moment? So I really got in my meditation that this was time. It was time for me to say, I want to remember this. I want to know this. I want to have faith even in the darkness. Even when I am sitting in the darkest part of my life, I want to have faith that light is always on the other side of the door, and that I can open the door. It is mine to open. It is not up to someone else. It is not an outside force. When we are in the darkest moments of our life, we can open the door and call in the light. Because we are the spark of the divine. Even when we forget it, even when we don't see it. There's this amazing poem that I found, and thank you so much, Floyd, for that poem that you shared. I think it goes hand in hand with this one. It's called Where is God by Minot Savage. Oh, where is the sea? The fishes cried, as they swam the crystal clearness through. We've heard from old of the ocean's tide, and we long to look on the water's blue. The wise ones speak of the infinite sea. Oh, who can tell us if such there be? And the lark flew up in the morning bright and sang and balanced on sunny wings. And this was its song. I see the light. I look over a world of beautiful things, but flying and singing everywhere. In vain I have searched to find the air. When we are in fear, we are the fish frantically searching in the ocean to find the water. We are the bird crying out, why can I not find the air? It has never left us. God has never forsaken us. And we know that the human experience is a roller coaster, right? There's ups and downs. Knowing this truth, embodying this truth, living this truth, even every single day does not mean life will be butterflies and rainbows. That everything will be perfect all the time, because life is still an ebb and flow. This human experience still exists, and we still have our part in it. I love the quote by C.S. Lewis that says, prayer does not change God, it changes me. Because in those moments that I pray for peace, begging or pleading, in the moments when I pray for respite from the pain, I am not praying for God to change. I am praying to change me, to align my faith, to align my light again to the one, to the source of all, to God, the universe that always answers and brings peace, because the universe is peace. If I cannot find God, it is I who have moved. And since I am the one who has changed, who has moved, who has closed my eyes, then I am the chooser, and I can choose to open them again. And so one of the most powerful things that I do in those moments when I forget, in those moments when I am scared, is I look at our 5 unity principles. I have them hanging on my wall, and I remind myself of them daily because, you know, I have some stuff, right? None of us are perfect. And that's why this exists, for us to remember. Our first unity principle is that God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We are spiritual beings, created in God's image. The Spirit of God lives within each person. Therefore, all people are inherently good. The third, we create our life experiences through our way of thinking. The fourth, there is power in affirmative prayer, which we believe increases our connection to God. And number 5, the most important for me to remember in my life is that knowledge of these principles is not enough. We must live them. And that means in those moments when you are afraid, because I know I'm not the only one, right? We all have moments. In those moments, say, okay, I see this. I see it. I know it's here. I'm not going to deny it because we don't Band-Aid, right? I see it and I acknowledge it. I look directly at it. And I absolutely know that God is bigger than this. I absolutely know that God is bigger than anything that can come into my life, that can come into your life, because that is the truth, the unchanging truth of God. And so, to find the Lord of our being in those moments is more powerful than just always knowing them. Because we are on a spiral. We don't wake up at birth and go, oh, I'm one with God, and then spend 80, 90, 100 years here going, no, never forgot it. We're here for a reason, right? And in those moments, we get stronger and we ascend the spiral because we remember who we are, and then it's proven. And as it's proven, we have more faith. And then when something comes up again, we go, oh, I remember that. And we remember who we are again. It is not that life gets better all the time. It is that we become stronger in our faith. And we watch for miracles. And we see them, and we see the manifestation of God in every moment. And we change. We show up differently. I like to imagine the energy of the universe as a deep, never-ending river of light. And upon the shore next to the river, there's high grass. And beyond the grass is a huge forest of trees that go on for an eternity. And when we're born, our house is right next to that river. And we're always at the water. And as we grow up in our humanness, we sort of walk away from the river. And we're like, oh, I think I'll build a hut over here. And then we get further and further away from the river. And for a lot of us in New Thought and Unity, we've come back. We're like, you know what? I don't like it in the woods. I'm going to build my house right here on the water. But sometimes I still walk into the woods. And I go with my cup, right? I'm like, I'm going to go find truth here. I'm going to go see what I can find. And I wander off into the woods. My cup dries up. Oh, God, why have you forsaken me? God's like, I didn't move the river. Go back home. And so that is what we are here to do. We are here to experience life, everything that it has. And sometimes it's painful and sad and depressing, but God has never moved the river. And so we can walk right back to that river of light with our cup and refill it. Not only that, we can jump in. We can submerge ourselves in the light. Because it's going home. It's going back to the truth of who we are. And I'm not saying that we should ignore pain or sadness or grief, because ignoring never heals, right? But we can take our sadness to the river with us, and we can wash it in love. And know that the universe would never leave us. We can connect again at any moment, in any time, and in any space with the Lord of our being. Because it never moves. So if you are having a hard time keeping your head above water, remember that the river is there. Peace is there. There's a beautiful hymn. I grew up in a Pentecostal church. There's a beautiful hymn. And I just want to sing a line of it for you. There is a river that flows from deep within. There is a fountain where all life does begin. Oh, come to the water. There is a vast supply. There is a river that never shall run dry. There is a river. And it never shall run dry. So today I choose to believe, to remember these principles, to remember the truth, to reconnect to the Lord of my being, and allow fear to dissipate. Because I know who and whose I am. And there is nothing the world can throw my way that is bigger than God. And so it is.
Thank you, Cerise, for that beautiful message and song. We are abundantly blessed at Unity of Mesa. Living the Christ invites us to remember that we are connected to Source and life flows through us. We give as source to what we care about and want to see thrive. As we each give our time, talents, and treasures, the work we do here prospers. There are many ways to financially support this community. Indirectly, through our Amazon website links and adding Unity Church of the East Valley as your favorite charity on Smile Amazon and Fry's Rewards. Or directly using our Give On links, our Give Plus app, or through credit, debit card payments in the bookstore. All the information on how to give and more can be found on our website, unityofmesa.org. Now, please take your gifts in your hand. Holding our gifts in our hands, our hearts and our minds, we dedicate and consecrate these gifts to the greatest expression of spirit through the work of this ministry. Let us affirm together our offering blessing together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give and all that I receive. We give thanks for the givers and the gifts. Thank you, God.
Glory to love in the highest. Glory to all life in its many perfect forms. And I cherish the way each and every day comes to an end and then begins again. Glory to the peace that enfolds us, ever rising up to spread across the world. And I'm grateful for this. Every mark that I miss will find a way, and it will be okay. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Glory to the truth that's within us, ever steady through the changing of the tide. I'm delighted to know everywhere that I go, I'm not alone. I'm never alone. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Life is beautiful, yeah. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful, yeah. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful, yeah. Life is so beautiful.
Thank you, Cerise. And I forgot to mention, if there are any visitors here for the first time or new for the second or third time, we welcome you and thank you for being here and giving your presence along with us. And if you haven't filled out a visitor form, on the back panel as you're going out the door on your right, there's a very light purple sheet that has a lot of information on it that if you feel comfortable sharing with us, we can share more information with you. And before we go into our closing, I want us to take this time to lift both of our ministers up in our prayers and our thoughts as they're on their respective journeys. We send them peace, love, and energy. And so it is. We may not be serving food or drink for refreshments after hospitality, after service, but we're serving conversation. And if Spirit dropping from the skies has allowed it, you can join in the garden to have some conversation with your friends, or we'll have the family room open as well. And our prayer chaplains, I know John is here. Anyone else? And we have over here, then she has her blue and white stole on John. But anyway, would you two stand up, please? Anyway, if you have anything on your heart to share, look for them in the garden. They'd be glad to meet with you and hold all of your thoughts in confidence. Now, and again, thank you, Cerise, for your music and your message. And may we remember today that today and every day, I remember who and whose I am. And for that, we are grateful. So let us close with our prayer for protection and then our peace song. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, and the power of God protects us. The presence of God is over us. Wherever we are, God is. Now it's what? If you'd like to stand, if you're comfortable with that, for the peace song, and then we'll be dismissed.